Oh, hello there, travelers.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Good
Hello.
evening, Philippines.
Greetings, loved ones. Okay. We are back again for another episode. This time, our topic is about how to build art habits for episode 3, season 4. So, uh, why is this important? And for some reason, this choice, it's been winning the polls. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
notice?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, a
third
lot of
month.
people
Is it
requested.
like the third month that it Art Habits is in the poll?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's consistent and finally won.
Yay!
So here we are talking about it. I think it surprised us three because we weren't expecting people to want to know more about art habits, given that there are a lot of videos online. So I think
Yeah.
our take would be slightly different in a way that it's rooted, I guess, in our background. I don't know how being Filipino will change that, but I guess with how art education is probably almost non-existent here. But if it is, it's very basic. It's not like how it is in other countries. So yeah, we can start with that. And as is the case for a lot of things, I think first and foremost, you should ask yourself what your goal is. Where do you want to get to? Uh, where do you want to get to? And why are you so gung ho on having art habits? What are you trying to work towards? Okay. And I think that's connected on how you should structure and where you should steer your habits towards. Okay. I think I can
Yeah.
start since I'm probably the youngest guy
The
in the
most
industry,
recent to
Yeah.
pick up
the
an
most
art
recent
habit.
guy, hmm professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can give that perspective someone who's still relatively young in the industry. So for me, I started out more with materials thanks to Brushpoint's old course because
Woo!
I was struggling with rendering materials and JS and
Ah,
Red
okay.
helped me out on that, like how to render fur, not just make it blobs. Like I was scared to use other brushes aside from the soft brush. I always wanted to be soft, so it made it look
Yeah.
muddy.
Mhm.
So I learned this really nice trick from DJ Lumpia over here on how to render fur. You can cheat it, just layer it. You don't have to draw every strand of hair. So I'd practice that. I'd break down other artists and how they would do that and how they would render fur or hair. And then I would also render uh, metals, different types, oxidized,
Mhm.
rusted, bronze, just so I don't run into the problem of not being clear with my material rendering. Hopefully that paid off. Even now until work, that's one of the things my art director and a creative director call out. Not just me, with other people. Like make sure it's clear that this
Mm-hmm.
is wood, not
Yeah.
brown
Yeah.
metal or something like that. Okay. Next is nowadays I've been doing a lot of gesture drawing thanks to Patrick J. Jones. uh, all those squiggly lines, for me. It helped make drawing a fun ride again. Because for a time I was kind of scared, but now I'm not so intimidated to draw because again, thanks to Patrick's carefree attitude and how he always reinforces that if you make a mistake, there's always the next drawing. So that can encourage more
Oh yeah.
habits. Just
Mhm.
keep drawing. So if you fuck up this drawing, there's always another one. Just get another piece of paper. Paper's cheap. Or open a new canvas,
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. So and I think that's important for me because I had this habit of being precious with my drawings instead of
Mm.
just letting it flow. I take forever to draw a hand. Like it took me 30 minutes to draw a hand. When I look at my peers, like during the Brushpoint challenges, they already finished a full body. So I'm clearly yeah behind on that.
Yeah.
So gesture drawing helped with that. And last and foremost for me, at least I learned this from Anthony Jones, at least 15 to 30 minutes of drawing. Like people always give the excuse, like, I don't have time. I have a day job. I have to do groceries. I have to feed the dog. I have to change the kids' diapers. At least 15 or even 10. 10 minutes makes all the difference of drawing. Those add up. So let's say 10 minutes for the whole week. That's 50 minutes total. So you can say for this week you had 50 minutes. It doesn't feel so bad if you put it all together. So that's second to the last, I'm gonna add this one last tidbit that I learned from Patrick Jones. If you feel intimidated or scared, just put down a line. That'll get you flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel
Oh,
overwhelmed by
that
a
is very
blank
true.
canvas, just put one line. Just put a stroke. Then you can tell yourself, okay, there. I've made the mark. I've dirtied the page. I
Yeah.
can keep going. So
Yeah.
those are it. Kept it concise. That was like 5 minutes, 6 minutes of talking nonstop. So that's for me,
We
guys.
have timer
Yeah.
here,
Uh,
guys.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
we have
uh,
to lay out
keep it
our
concise
habits in 5 minutes. Like, but
Your
I think
habits
I
so we
can
in
go
don't
five
lose
next.
their
minutes.
Like,
attention.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
But
Red, take
like,
the lead. Yeah.
I think I can go next. Like a while ago, we were talking of how our Filipino culture can affect or may affect. But I think I kind of remember when I was starting out with art and how that kind of help is how close we are with our families and all that. So I
Mm.
like after graduation, that's where I actually locked in and tried to really improve in art. So like I didn't automatically get a job, and I was with, of course, DJ Lumbia at that time, and we were really just trying to improve in
Explore.
art, like
And
explore a lot, like just really take in so much art every single day. But yeah, like I remember that time I wasn't really looking for any job, and I told my parents like just give me a little bit more time. I will really practice, lock in, and hopefully this pays off. And in those few months, I think the first 2 or 3 months, I deactivated my social media just to really
mm,
like get
Mm.
all the distractions out. And I think I only had Instagram just for art inspiration. I didn't really use it to post stuff. I think there wasn't stories at that time, but yeah, I was just looking at artwork there, getting inspiration, looking at Pinterest, and really looking for exercises. But yeah, coming from a traditional background, I was really doing, I guess, traditional practices and habits, like doing a lot of value studies in terms of still life, color studies, still life, like anatomy, which is also somewhat still life, and sometimes interjecting some concept or illustration back then, where yeah, I really look at some favorite artists that I have. Like before, of course, it was, I mean, up until now, it's like Dave Raposa. I look at his stuff and try to imitate what he does, and yeah, I think that's been a huge uh, recipe or ingredient in how I managed to just keep on drawing art. And I did that every day. Like I had this discipline of going to the gym like after eating lunch, I think, or after lunch, I go to the gym. Yeah, wait again with DJ Lumpia, and then I come home. I just do 4 5 hours of hardcore just studies and all that. And I did that every single day for at least 3 months, like every single
mm.
day.
And
Like
that's long
no,
for that
yeah,
intensity.
no
Yeah.
break. Like, yeah, for the intensity. Like I think I reactivated my social media because people were wondering like how come we can't reach Red anymore, like what's going on. I was like, a lot of people were looking for me, so oh wait, I was really just practicing and all that. But yeah, that was like the whole 3 months. But like
What medium
fast
did you
forward to
use
now, I was all
for that?
mostly just digital because I was still really trying to get into the digital art industry,
Mm.
get into games. That was
Gaming.
still the dream.
Uh,
Okay.
I
Do
mean,
you
I
remember
mean,
Understood.
up
the
until now.
the conceptart.org, the website that we're always checking?
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the
Concept
old,
art.
yeah,
Yeah, concept art.
and there are like
The
random art
old.
jobs there.
Yeah, and I was really sad that when we were checking that out, it was actually pretty dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
our art station was kind of okay, but I heard it was also kind of bad in terms of getting jobs. So really I had nothing there but just really drawing every day. So yeah, sorry for yapping.
No, no. That was concise. Around 6 minutes.
Man, it will be pressuring to share now. But by the way, I think I remember it. You're also trying Red, doing some hyper realistic stuff. I think those
Yeah.
time is, many artists or even non-artists really love looking at hyper realistic styles, and
Hmm.
we're talking, me and Red are talking that we can do that also. Like we can do that, man.
Yeah.
We're just not trying, but we can do that also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
We're just
think
not
that
like
was the
trying,
some
man.
mindset
ego there
before.
to push us, to
Be
Yeah,
practice
focused.
more.
that was that was the mindset before. Like that dude just gave it a lot of time to do that, so might as well just do it as well, because I'm sure we can do it. And then we
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to do it, and it's like
It's
I
like,
guess it's pretty hard.
yeah, it's like always, competition, but in a healthy way, not jealous, but more on
Yeah,
like we can do that too. If they can do that, they're humans too, then we can do that. So we're just gonna practice. We're just
yeah.
sending, different artists in chat, while sometimes while in the gym, we're talking about, did you see this artist new work?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really fun times without any life pressure,
Nope.
adulthood.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
only
but now
depression is the pressure now.
we gotta pay the bills.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Now you have this like
Oh,
financial habits and art habits, and a
Oh
lot of
my god.
habits that
oh,
you should develop.
alongside, yeah. Unfortunately, but before we get off topic, we just stay with art first. People are already
Yes.
stressed with other things along with art. For Red, that was what specific position were you trying to get into gaming? Concept art?
I said like before yeah
Any?
I said in my head before I
Just,
was trying to get into concept art, but apparently I was really misinformed on what concept
Yeah,
art
yeah.
was. I thought,
We don't know the
as many
definition.
starting artists, yeah, we mean DJ Lumpia always like talk about being a concept artist before and all that, but
okay.
apparently we were in the wrong strain and
What we're doing
I
is
guess studying
illustration,
wrong
actually.
things. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you're doing illustration drills habits.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that it?
Like
Oh, okay.
mostly again materials, trying to be very realistic as DJ Lumpia said
Still
and
life.
all that jazz. Yeah.
Hyper real. Okay. So that's why we're going back to what I said earlier. You should know what your goal is first,
Yeah,
so that
for sure.
when you put in the time, you're not putting in the time for something else by accident.
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
okay. For mine, that was more of a generalist. Like I was trying to get my foot in the door in gaming industry, so I was trying to hit a lot of targets. I was trying to really throw my stone somewhere and see what will stick. Wait, I don't think that's the saying, but yeah, you know what I mean. I'm
Yeah.
trying to throw and see what sticks on the wall. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go on with DJ Lumpia. So when you were beginning, you knew right away. Did you want to go with illustration, or were you also on the same boat with Red, that concept art, but you were misguided? You actually wanted illustration.
Well, I actually don't have any, specific goals. I think that's the difference, like compared to other artists, especially today that there's so many information. Like for example, what do you want? It, we ourselves, we always ask new members or artists here, like whenever they ask for guidance, I always ask like, what's your goal? Do you want to be illustrator, concept artist? But to be honest, I started, just enjoying drawing in notebook.
Mm.
And I don't I don't even dream to be to be artist. Like that time, I think it's elementary and high school, and of course again, me and Red all the time
Yep.
when it comes to art. Like
Yep.
I'm just always drawing, even in test papers. You Red knows this, even
Oh
in
boy. Yeah, yeah,
actual
yeah, yeah.
examination papers, because I cannot bring out my
Mm-hmm.
notebook. I will draw there, like um and I will just draw every single day. But even the time I don't want to be an artist, like as a job, because I want to be a professional football player that time. But I love drawing. So it's kind of funny and at the same time interesting because of that habit, without forcing myself to make that a habit, it's the thing that
Uh-huh.
actually helped me to get into fine arts in UP. It's like, well, in entrance exam and even in the subjects, like I'm really surprised because at first I'm intimidated. So it's like a little storytelling here. When I'm in
Yeah.
UP finals, of course, like, wow, UP, and at the same time, the best the best fine arts school. I love UP, but the
Mm.
best fine arts school. Okay, and at the same time, I have these classmates who when they introduce themselves, like, they came from a family of artists, and then I'm at the back, and I'm not really sure how I will introduce myself. But when as the year or the subjects go on, I found out that I'm actually so I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to brag here, but I was really
You're talking shit.
surprised that I was one of the best in pen and ink drawing, or in drawing, in
Oh.
fundamentals drawing.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know how
yeah.
to
I
paint.
remember
I
those
don't
days.
know how to, my classmates were able to do big murals, oil paintings, but I just know what I only know is drawing notebook, and I I found out that it's not easy to draw what I'm doing, and I think until now that's my biggest and most impactful habit. It's like until now I
Oh yeah.
always bring notebook. That's why I always have backpack,
Mm,
and sometimes I want to be,
mm,
light and free, but actually I cannot go out without my backpack unless I'm just going to grocery, because I want to draw when I'm in line. I want to draw when I was applying in, maybe in ID or in line in grocery. I always think I should use this time to draw, not because I need, but because I really love drawing. It doesn't matter if it's job related or not. I just want to. It's like it's satisfying to shade pen or
Oh
pencil.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my. And I build other habits, but I think that's the most consistent that I didn't change until now. Yeah,
okay. So it's not just an habit; it's a lifestyle. Because I
yeah, I think
asked
so.
that,
It's a
like,
lifestyle.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's like it's part of me.
I asked back then. Yeah, yeah, it's part of you because uh, it's easy. I don't think I want to say it's easier to think of it like that, but it doesn't really feel like a burden
Yeah.
if you think of it as a lifestyle, right? Because I used to ask my coach, I want bigger shoulders. What should I do? What program should I do? Like, it's not just a program; it's the lifestyle. So I'm like, oh, what do you mean, man? Just give me a program. So, like, what do you do with your shoulders? Yes, to make them big. So do stuff more with your upper body and stuff. So that's what he meant. So you can apply that in art as well. And I was gonna ask, have you tried using a tote bag? Because it's lighter than a backpack. It's more compact. Have you tried? You can
um.
just like whip it out,
Well, I'm the type. Uh, it's either I bring backpack or eco bag. So even in when I was in college, like literally the palengke or the market eco bag, that's what I bring in school. And I think, as long as I have, sometimes even in tissue papers, I draw there if I don't have any notebook. So I always regret whenever I didn't bring my notebook and I go for maybe just more than an hour outside. I always regret not bringing my
Oh,
notebook. So my mindset is,
because you could have used the time to draw.
yeah, I always
Yeah.
bring my notebook unless I'm going to some place where I will be, maybe it's swimming or something. But actually, even sometimes, even in swimming and hiking or other things or other activities, I always bring my notebook. I still bring my notebook. So yeah, I just need a paper. Doesn't matter if it's a receipt or something, and I have a pen, I will
Yeah.
be happy.
I like how, like, as each of us progressed. Mine was the most, I guess. I don't want to say detail, but mine. Well, there was a lot of things that I said, like step by step, strategic.
More
Then Dread was the
intentional.
mid
Yeah.
ground. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we have JS is here, like just draw. That's the habit. That's the lifestyle. He didn't have like specific programs that he was studying.
Yeah.
Like he just kept drawing to build up the internal art engine. Get that mileage, and it paid off because
Mm.
he's getting like gigs from Anthony Jones right now. Oh,
Yeah, man, like if I can
imagine.
if I can make it strategic, if I can break it down, I will. I would love to share it, but it's just I just love drawing. That's it,
Yeah.
and I cannot
Like
explain it
up
more.
until now, yeah, up until now when I see JS draw, it's something else, it's like watching, it's corny, but it feels like you're watching Kim Jong Gi do his thing too,
Kim Jong
because
Gi
he,
ng
he just
Pinas.
Yeah, he
draws
has no
whatever he wants,
reference.
right? He just draws whatever he wants, and
Yeah.
it's just like
I'll,
mesmerizing to watch
Yeah.
every
I'll buy you
time.
coffee later, man.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah, I think
remember Dine
that's
and
the
Draw?
one
He just drew a
thing.
dwarf out of nowhere, like with full armor. He has no
Uh,
reference to the armor. He just
it's
made like
nothing,
engraving.
right? It's just
Yeah.
like the visual library that he always just draws every day. Like before, yeah, I remember, yeah, as well back in college that I would intentionally go to school early just so I can draw in the cafeteria. But
Draw.
now I am
Oh, I thought you could draw.
a lazy boy. Like maybe since I already draw every day for work, now I get like I guess it is hard to get your personal time after work and all that. I just want to lay
Yeah.
Oh,
down
that
and do some.
yeah, that's a perfect segue because now the situation has changed. Back then we were just trying to get jobs. Now we're already in art jobs. How do we how do we not stagnate?
The
So
artist
you know what I mean?
problem.
So the artist
Mm.
problem now. So let's talk about that because we spent a good 25 minutes talking about the art habits right off the bat so that people won't say like this is a waste of time. Get to the point. So you got that. Now let's switch it up.
Oops.
How do we now uh build our art habits as professional artists, as because when you're drawing for a day job that takes a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about you guys, I'm so tired after work to draw. Like
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
struggle. So I'm like Sisyphus pushing my rock up the hill. It's really hard to draw now after work. But my commitment is at least 15 to 30 minutes at least. But sometimes you should give yourself permission to like not always be consistent. Don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day or two or three or a week.
Hmm.
Just go back when you feel like it because the more you force it, I think the more
I
you'll have
actually would
this
disagree right now. Like
repulsion. Oh,
allowing
go on, go on.
yourself. Yeah, I would actually disagree of allowing yourself to s- like having so much break. Like let's say
Hmm.
like having a rest for more than 2 days and all that.
Uh-huh.
2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then a week. Because
Uh-huh.
that's how you build habits. Like starting from one day and then doing it the next day and the third day. And I heard this rule from I think Adam Duff where he talks about art habits as well, and he mentioned something about having a rule of a I think a 2 day rule, but he was
No more
actually
than two
talking about
days.
he was actually talking about his diet and how he exercises. He'll have a cheat day for one day. He'll eat whatever he wants, but on the second day, he won't do that again. Because if he starts doing that again, it'll become easier and easier to do that cheat
Ah, I see the
every
logic
single day.
now.
So you build
Hmm.
on another habit that which you don't like.
Which
So,
is a bad habit this time.
which is a bad habit. Yeah.
So if you're not
It's
careful, okay, you gotta catch
yeah.
yourself. Okay. Don't let yourself
Yeah.
slip by too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but if
But
you're burned out,
uh,
of course, allow yourself to have a week. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but like, if you want to build a good habit in art, I think you should stop with cheating after, the first
yeah,
day. Yeah.
you
Don't
can't
miss
be too loose
twice.
on yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you have a week, then if you take another week after that, that's you're fooling yourself. You're just playing jokes, right? And I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Mm.
How many days does it take for a habit to build? 45?
No, I think it's around
There's a number.
20 plus. Around
I
around
think it's
one
just
Yeah.
month.
yeah, around
Yeah.
3 weeks, right? Like three
I mean,
weeks.
if you read Atomic Habits, yeah, I mean it's a
Yeah.
whole book, but I think there's a study around 20 plus days consecutive. It needs to be
For
consecutive.
it to form as a
Yeah,
yeah, consecutive. Yeah, for it to
according to
form in
studies.
your subconscious.
Yeah.
Science, you're calling it science. The
Science.
artists are calling it science. Yeah, don't trust us on that. But you can just research and stuff.
Yeah,
Do your due
actually.
diligence.
But
Actually,
actually, no, it takes about
what else can we
62.
do?
No.
Wait,
Um.
that's for me on my end right now as an artist. Like I try to at least do gesture drawings for at least 10 minutes to
Mm,
30 at most. If I'm really
Mm.
struggling,
yeah, it's good.
or just put down a line. Yeah, or if I'm really struggling to do personal art, I'll just bring up another video of Patrick drawing and draw along with him. It really helps calm my brain after like a day of. A while ago, I finally got trained on how to puppeteer in Unity, and I'm overwhelmed. It's just like part one. Like, you mean I
Mm.
was like, this is a long script. You think as long as like a short version of a script is long, medium. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked because I'm trying to prove a point that's really heavy on the brain to work in games as a game dev and artist.
Yeah.
And like just to draw is a miracle. It's a bonus already. So it's a gift if
Yeah.
I can draw like 10 minutes and not feel bad about it. So that's for me. Let's do reverse this time. JS, are there any new habits? Actually, you mentioned a while ago the only habit you have is just to draw whenever, but
Yeah.
anything in
So
particular, let's say you have a new challenging card that you have to draw for like another, like something you're uncomfy with. How would you like train for that?
well, it's kind of hard to build two habits. It's like if you have one strong habit, it's actually a big achievement already. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think in personally, I don't pressure myself too much in building, a lot of habits. It's like I'm programmed to do this all of this stuff because I've read many strategies about building habits from books, articles, and in the end I realize, I just have to have certain habits that I really want that will make my life better. I don't have to have this perfectly organized life because life is changing. So my mindset now is if I need to build, like for example, if I have specific goal, so it's different from the notebook habit because it's like automatic to me already. If I need to build some habit, I will think the easiest version of that activity. Like for example, if I need to practice anatomy, what's the easiest version of practicing anatomy? If I will practice daily and it will consume 3 hours a day, then most probably I cannot build that habit because I cannot afford that. Right. So like for example now,
Mm.
if I need to practice, maybe I just need 15 minutes or 30 minutes warm up before I do my work. And I also have this habit, especially now that I have different projects, different clients with different deadlines. It's kind of overwhelming. So my approach is okay. I just need to start organizing the PSD file of each of this project so that I feel like I'm progressing in this thing without really overwhelming my brain of thinking of how to start this activity. So like earlier I painted some plans, I did some study, but I want to make it better, but you know I can't make it consistent, so I just stopped there. I'm happy with it's like again I call it activity, not really habit, because what's the most easiest and enjoyable version of that, and I will just do that. And maybe eventually it's like
Mm.
I want to push this and then do it more. So just like when I'm doing other sport, like football. I chatted Red yesterday that
Oh
I
yeah.
suddenly joined a football tournament yesterday without any preparation,
Oh,
but because I want to go back to football and I'm overthinking too much, so I just joined and found out that I'm still okay with it. I can still play well, like for the level of the tournament. And now I'm more motivated to push more because I started it already. The the chill tournament with my friends. Now I'm more motivated. Okay, I want to do it again and I want to practice more. So I will enjoy it more. So that's my approach most in my most things that I do in art or in sport. Yeah, and I'm not sure
I
if a
think yeah.
strategy, I don't know, but it works. If it
No,
works,
no, it
yeah.
is. Yeah, because mind games. Because if you can't, like, if you don't enjoy it, your mind is just not gonna stick with it.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
so you
I always
gotta trick
think
your mind.
I need to enjoy this if I want to make this a habit.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's like
Okay.
a main key point on what I try to do. If I
Oh,
don't
go
like
on.
what I'm doing, I have a hard time continuing to do that. Like I am very strong-willed. So yeah, I'm very strong-willed with whatever I set my mind to. Like for
Mm.
example, before I was vaping and I stick on an instant, I quit. Like it was pretty easy
Cold
because I
turkey.
said like, yeah, cold turkey every single time.
Mm.
Like I
Sheesh.
just stop.
You're a warrior. No
Yeah, I just stopped
withdrawals.
cold turkey. Like there were withdrawals for sure. Like I just like can't sit properly for
Looking
some
for
time. But yeah,
candy.
like I yeah, looking for candy. I tried to do that. Like lots of mints, even those Thai inhaler things. Yeah, I did that thing
Tiger
for
bomb.
a couple of days. Yeah, tiger bomb stuff. But then after that, I was just like counting the hours, counting the days of how clean I was for for not smoking vape anymore. Like, okay, I've not
When did you
smoked for
stop?
12 hours. Like, why would I stop now? Like, I haven't smoked for a day now. Okay, why would I,
Yeah.
continue smoking in? Like, that's what I do
What's
every
the
single time
what's the count now?
in
How long has it been?
vaping. I don't know. I actually don't know, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's been 7 months.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I picked
That's
up
congrats,
long.
another
man.
bad habit, so that's.
Oh,
So don't don't see
Not a
me
good
as someone
example.
who's yeah a good example. But yeah, like going back to habits. Now that I've been working, like I guess I go off with milestones as well or goal oriented stuff. Like now I like before I was thinking, okay, if I have work, I will draw this certain amount for 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever. And if I do that every single day, then that's a habit already. And I think that's how I just do do things. Like I just will myself, okay, I will do work for this amount of hours, and then after that I will do this. Like I think I'm somewhat scheduled in a way, just really trying to push whatever I need to on whatever project, whatever thing I want to improve on. Let's say anatomy. I just have this habit of really indulging myself in a lot of art, saving a lot of
uh-huh.
art and looking at it, copying it and all that, applying it immediately. And yeah, I think that's how I build it. And also a
Continuously. Yeah.
big thing, yeah, a big thing that people should get into is having that mindset of not being complacent in what skill level you are. I know there's an artist
Oh,
curse where
big one.
every artwork we put out is like pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like after doing it, it's like, oh, this is pretty bad. But like, you should still not be complacent. Like to say, I have a job now and it's giving me quite a bit of money. That doesn't mean I should stop improving. Like we should
Yeah, that's a
never
big one.
be complacent. Yeah. So yeah.
I can work for some people. Some people are like, okay, I'm fine. As long as I'm eating, I don't need to be like an art director. Some people are like that, but
Yeah.
I'm on the other side. Like I can't be complacent. Like I'm working in games right now, but I shouldn't be complacent. Like I should still be working on like my portfolio and like trying to do better. And thankfully, my workmates push me, especially my art director. He likes to whip me into shape. He pushes me a lot in anatomy. Uh, as kind as he can. It's still constructive. On the topic of scheduling, that I think if you're that type of person for the listeners here, you can either be like the other side of the coin, which is JS, who's thinking more of the lifestyle because it'll be more enjoyable
Mm.
that way and it helps stick to it. Or you can be in the other side of the coin, like Red, that if you need structure, if you need a schedule, I'm kind of more on that side too. Like my girlfriend knows how I'm pretty anal about time and like schedules and like blocking out stuff. So I'm that type of. I don't know what personality trait that is. I know I have a classification, but I just need to like block out my schedule or I need to have like a to-do list or else I'll feel like
Mm.
really guilty, like I wasted
Mm.
time just lounging around or something like that. So I need structure. Or if you're like that, maybe making a schedule or a to-do list helps. Like for the day, you just need to put down what you need to accomplish. If you accomplish one or two, maybe that will boost your ego or something. It could be like
Oh
that.
yeah.
It could help build stronger habits. Now let's go to the dark side. I talked
There's a
with
dark
Sir
side.
Justine Cruz yesterday. Yeah, there's a dark side. I prepared for this,
Mm-hmm.
boys. So we had a
Ooh.
lengthy conversation with Justin Cruz. Actually, he had long replies. I think that's just how Sir Justine talks. He knows
Oh
that
yeah.
too.
Oh
So
yeah.
shout out
Oh
Sir
yeah.
Justine. I want to interview you one day. He got featured by
Congrats on your
Philippine Star.
features.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the news. So I had this talk because I remember I was hanging out with Metal Pen. If you don't know what Metal Pen is, it's an art studio. Sorry, art
Community.
community.
Yeah.
So you guys can check them out on Facebook. You can join the Discord. It's free for everyone. So I was hanging out there, I think 2 years ago, a year ago, and some of the artists were talking, and one of them brought up how Justin Cruz was approached by young artists. I think that like a while back, they were saying like, "Oh, we're struggling to find work," or "We're not improving." So they opened up with that, and then Justin asked them like, "What do you do like after school or after work?" They said they play. So I think he asked them like, "Are you willing to cut gaming out for you to improve?" Because you have to assess your priorities. Like you need to assess what's eating up your time on building your habits. So if you have work or the non-negotiables, as I will call them, like school, work, side hustle, whatever, those are the non-negotiables. You still have other hours of the days left. How do you spend those hours? Do you bed rot? Do you doom scroll? Do you play games? Again, there's nothing wrong with those if those like you have no set goal. But then if you're trying to get to some place like point B, uh, you have to assess what's eating up your time. For their case, it was gaming. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm misremembering this, but I asked him about it. I don't think he remembers it, but I could have sworn I heard that if you're not willing to cut out games, then you're not ready yet to be a strong game artist, like something like that. I mean, it sounds
Wow.
harsh. Even Justin Cruz was like, I don't think I said it that harshly, but it stuck with me for 2 years. Like for all these 2 years, that's all I thought. Like if I'm not ready to cut off gaming, I can't be a professional artist. And at that time, I still wasn't working in games yet. So I just stopped cold turkey playing games. What I would
Mm.
indulge in were YouTube videos. It's a bad advice, but
Oh
I
yeah.
don't spend like 2 hours. I'd spend like 30, 15 minutes just watching. I don't watch brain rot. I watch educational stuff like Zach D films or like uh how is honey made or something like that, or like
Yeah, yeah.
cooking stuff because I live alone now. So that's the stuff I'd consume because it would like help in other things. So I try to like if I'm gonna have a vice, I'd try to make it an educational or like productive vice. So
Mm.
uh what Red said earlier, I was gonna ask because when you cut out social media, I think that's also related to what Justin Cruz said. Like, assess what's eating up your time. If it's scrolling to social media, maybe cut that out. Use that time for something else. I'm actually inspired to like deactivate Facebook. I know you can deactivate Facebook, but keep your messenger. I
Oh,
think
really?
now because yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hate how Facebook's
Yeah,
like
a
a
lot of
black
friends
hole.
do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want
Oh.
to do that. I'll just reactivate to like share art and like yoink out. I don't see any benefit in having Facebook right now. Instagram, I don't really spend that much time. I just check reels and
Dude,
stories,
that eats
and
up
I
my
have the
time,
discipline.
Like, I should
Instagram.
deactivate Instagram. Yeah, like
Oh, you know
now
what
I
I
think I
wanted?
have
Yeah,
like a few minutes in Facebook. Like maybe just scroll through IA Mag, just check their stuff. Okay, reshare that. Check other art, reshare that, and all that. But then after that, that's done. But like on Instagram, I just doom scroll so much reels, like art, whatever,
yeah.
funny stuff, and yeah, it's
That's
horrible.
me, but for YouTube Reels, I hate it because I can't escape YouTube. I need YouTube.
Doom
And we have
scrolling.
Reel. I
Oh,
hated that they
YouTube
had
as
it
well.
Reels.
Yeah, it's eating up my life, like badminton stuff. How to
Yeah.
do this and that? Are you doing this
Whoever
wrong?
thought about
Like, oh
it,
no.
yeah, exactly.
10 things
Whoever
you
thought
should
about
learn before.
incorporating Reels, yeah, I hate them.
Yeah.
Before you die, yeah.
Uh,
And again, Zach Lee Films is one of them as well. He gets me. I'm always my girlfriend also knows when she leaves me alone in their house and when she comes back, I'm watching Zach Lee Films. She can hear like if you throw your poop at someone's face. So yeah, I'm usually stuck with him. It's stuck in my head. So I want to cut out something. So if you're like us, now you know what you
but yeah,
need to
but
cut out
that's
of your
like a
life.
big but that's a big part of how to improve as well. Like if you are willing to cut out the things that distract you, it's really something that will help you improve. Like it's a big chunk of what's gonna help you become who you want to be, like reach your
Yeah.
goals and all that. Like continue to draw, build that habit. And
Mhm.
I always carry this. I always misquote this, but it's a quote from I don't even know. Like I heard it from Dave Raposa, and I keep forgetting who he quoted it from, but it was something along the lines of do the things that you don't want to do is the things that you need to do the most,
To
something like
do,
that.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think I
I
heard it
forgot
somewhere too.
who
Yeah.
who yeah, 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 yeah. It's a pretty common quote about improving and all that thing. So if you're scared
Yeah.
of doing hands, like you should
Draw
really just
hands.
do hands.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Yeah.
scared of doing backgrounds, do backgrounds. Like what I did.
Oh,
Like
that's
I
me.
was
I hate
very
backgrounds.
Yeah, in that context,
very
yeah.
afraid of
I,
doing backgrounds, and
I
look at
hate
me now.
perspective.
That's my main work. I do background. That's horrible. It's painful, but hey, I improve every single day because of just doing it. So yeah.
Maybe you gotta catch yourself. You should know how to check yourself and catch yourself. I have this mental note. It's an imprint on my brain. Like I know if I just go to Facebook, I know it's a sinkhole. So if I'm not careful, I'm gonna be stuck here. So I hate that they're pushing whatever they're doing. Like how even if you're not following a page or a person, it's still showing up on your freaking feed. I hate it. Like I'm just subscribed to like IMAG, I IGN or whatever or ArtStation or whoever artist. It's showing me some useless influencer that I'm not even
Yeah.
interested in. Like I hate it. So if you're not careful, I have that imprint in my head. Maybe for you it can be other things like Reddit or TikTok. Oh, I heard TikTok is like such a big sinkhole. So you
Oh,
gotta
that's
be
why I
careful
didn't
with that.
install. Yeah, I didn't install it.
No,
Yeah.
I just uninstalled it too. I couldn't get into it. So I mean we're sounding like killjoys right now. But again, we have
Boo.
Hey,
goals.
what do you want to be? Do you want to be a great
Yeah.
artist? I think you should just uninstall every social media right now.
Buy our course for $500. We'll whip you to shit. Yeah.
If you join us here.
There's no shortcut. Yeah. There's no shortcut to that. Speaking of time, we are at like 7:47, so we can take in a couple of questions from the audience before we wrap up.
Yeah.
We still got a
Yeah, if
couple
you
of
have
minutes
any
left, anyways.
questions, like, but yeah, if you guys wanna
It's your
Yeah.
yap
struggle.
for
Yeah.
15, 30 more
Open
minutes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
therapy,
fine.
artist therapy session.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is really a case to case basis. Like everyone's situation is different. Maybe their family's not supportive. Like another artist that I know from another server, like he said their family actively makes ways for him to not draw. So what if you're in that
Oh
situation?
yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
an
It's
effort.
really different. I know, man. Like, how petty do
Imagine.
you have to be to stop your
Yeah.
grandchild or son from drawing? Oh, back then when I was young, I liked drawing from Quezon. Then my mom would guilt trip me like, "You're drawing again? Why aren't you studying?" Like, yeah, unfortunately, I was on that end of the stick. But look at me now, doing art for a living. I don't think she know. I still like my mom still doesn't know I'm an artist. I think she doesn't. She knows I'm a creative. So oh, I when I went to I forgot the thing that Jillian went to MIF Manila Illustrations Fair. There was this
Oh yeah.
artist talk, a comic artist. So I asked her like, if your parents weren't against you, like I think she wanted to take law. Oh no, she was being told to take law, but at the last minute she took fine arts in UST. So like, how did you get your parents to like agree with you? And they were like, I did it. And she like, it was a straight
Yeah.
face. She just did it, and they had no like they couldn't do anything about it in the end. Like, so maybe that could be another angle you can do. Like,
That's
you
what we
just do
keep
it. Like,
saying to you,
Don't
bro.
ask
Like,
for
just do
permissions. This
it.
yeah.
Yeah, just ask for forgiveness after.
Ask for tuition fee, not permission.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
that most of you
Oh,
should
and then
just
you're gonna
really do
say,
it, like jump in head first into that deep end, and really just
yeah,
you know what you guys need to do. Honestly, like you guys are old enough. You We don't really need to be talking about art habits. You guys know what to do on how to build it. You guys just don't want to and have a hard time having that willpower that I have.
look at
No,
Red
but
talking shit
seriously,
right now.
no, but seriously, like it's really just something that yeah, it's hard to do. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to do. Like I don't even
Easier
draw
said than done.
every day. Like I don't draw on weekends anymore. But like that's something I am looking to do because every weekend I am struggling to do something because every single day I
Oh,
work,
yeah.
and I'm like jittery. Like I need to do something this weekend. Like
I feel it,
I
man.
maybe I should draw or something like that, and then other things happen, and then
Yeah, and
the
it's
week
no joke
passes,
the
and it's
energy
working again.
working as an artist saps from us. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
like
it's
I
gonna
think I
drain
don't think we
you.
were synced. I think it was lag. Yeah. I'm sorry to cut you off, Fred. You were like
No, no, no.
overlapping.
That was over. That was over. I was
Yeah, yeah.
over.
Okay. Yeah, but it's no joke. Like maybe you're not there yet. Like what are these guys talking about? They should be thankful. They're being paid to draw for a living.
Yeah, you
Like,
entitled,
yeah,
professional artist.
that's
Uh,
where we wanted to be. I would kill to be where you are right now. So
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, what if you like that? Wait till you're
it doesn't stop.
working as an artist, and then
Wait
it
till
doesn't
you're there.
stop.
Yeah.
We may sound like
I'm not even
sour
there.
grapes here. I'm thankful. We're all thankful here, but yeah, you'll realize like I used to be able to draw for myself. Like for this book I wanted to publish on my own, or like this board game, or this like card game. But now I'm just so tired after work. Why is that? Because like I can't draw. Like I used to draw for 16 hours, but after working for 8 hours, I can't seem to draw after because I think I have a theory. When you were drawing for yourself, it's playtime, but for work, it's solemn. Your brain
Mm.
is problem solving, and not just that, you're trying to please your boss or whoever. Like, oh, back then during playtime, the only person you had to answer to was yourself. So
Yeah.
anything would go. But now there are revisions, and re- revisions pile on top of each other, and it can get frustrating because you want to please your boss
Oh.
or else you get fired. So there's
Oh
that
boy.
stress. So I have a theory that's why it's like double taxing on the brain, even though it's still art.
Mm.
You know. So again,
Yeah, and that's the whole.
uh, it's a
That's the
marathon.
only thing you're thinking about the whole week. Whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah.
So it really is taxing. Like even if you say you work only 8 hours, I feel like those you still have extra 4 hours of still being in that work zone or work mindset. Like
Yeah.
you may have a lunch break or dinner break for an hour or 2 hours or whatever,
So
but in the back of your mind you're still thinking about like, I wonder if how I should render that background right there. So you're not really
you
at
know,
ease, you're never on
Yeah, yeah.
vacation, I
You
think.
will always
So
think about it.
mm,
And I think
and
it's
what
kind of part of it. It's is also uh like being a professional, being used to do art as a profession, because like all the things that you said, Pangis, is right, but at the same time, actually there will come a point, because you will always look for other things. That's the idea that I want also to
mm,
share. Like for example, like guys, even if you work for Riot or Blizzard, there will come a point that you would want to do personal art more. And that's a funny thing in achieving or dreaming, you know uh aiming for these big goals, because in the end, you want to do, uh you you will ask yourself, okay, now what can I do, this can I explore this. So and in my approach, I mean, for handling those things, I just always think that, okay, how can I make this piece beautiful? Because actually, it's kind of draining, thinking about projects every day.
yeah.
Even in weekend, I'm always
no.
thinking, okay, how can I improve the composition? And then if there's feedback, what research do I need to do? But in the end, I think I just love making the art piece beautiful as much as I can. And I mean, that's a satisfaction, even when I'm doing art in mobile games or for illustrations. Like for example, at first when I was working with Anthony Jones, of course, man, that's my idol. I want to please him. I want to hear it from
Yeah,
him
yeah.
that good job. But in the end, it's like this person is just normal coworker. You will get used to it. And it's kind of funny, like saying, again, Anthony Jones, or maybe even Mike Acevedo, like working in the same project as mine. And it's kind of weird. Until now, I cannot grasp, my brain cannot grasp it. But you know uh looking at them work, this this great artists, I think the common thing that I saw from them is they just love doing great art. They still push their art. um they still explore some things, of course, within the project scope.
Mm.
Art style and everything, but they just love doing great art. And I think that's the one of the most important thing that I learned from them. I thought I'm gonna learn like mentorship or something, or great art direction, but no, it's more of like mindset. They're just artists who painted more than me, who drew more than me, but they're the same human artists who who get tired in projects in life and just
Mhm.
continue doing art.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a TED talk for you guys.
Oh, to
From
add to
and that's
that,
from
like once
experience,
you,
not just from article or something.
Yeah.
no, it's literally directly from them. Yeah, and on the topic of that too, Santiago, the artist that I interviewed,
Yeah,
the guy that made art for Riot, he's literally working like for Riot, yet he still decided to take like I think it was at least a month break to just focus on like his own work. He's been making
yeah,
personal art. I think
Yeah.
he's back already, but he took a really long break from like working. Like he was like, guys, I'm out for a bit. I'm not quitting. I just need a break. Like, like he was kind of tired from making art for like one of the biggest game companies.
yeah.
So because
It's
he
like the
just
dream
wanted to
job.
make art for himself. I know, right? Like a lot of the kids here in Brushpoint want to work for Riot, right? So yeah, even
That
he
is a
in that
dream.
high level, yeah, needed like time for himself. And you said he felt so refreshed. Like he was so inspired. He even shared like one of the artworks before he posted on Instagram. I felt so special on the DMs we
Privilege.
were chatting on
It's a
Instagram.
privilege to see your art.
And it is a
Yeah, I'm like,
privilege to
wow, you're
repost it.
sharing this to me. Oh my
You
god.
haven't even posted it. So yeah, it's really cool. So uh you got again, I think it's a good way to cap it off. Like going back to the start, like what is your goal? Like do you really want to work as a professional artist or do you want to work for like a this animation or do you just want to casually be an artist and work somewhere else and earn
And
money?
just have fun or
You gotta
something.
set, yeah, or just live life. It's it's another talk about putting a price on art because Proco, Patrick Jones, and I think even Jeff Watts talked about it because Jeff Watts doesn't want to put a price on his art. I don't think
Mm,
he did commissions in the past, but he doesn't like usually like doing commissions. He just wants to draw for him, paint for himself because in his eyes, art is like priceless. You just make it. But he also understands that it's the livelihood for some other people. So which are you there? There's no right or wrong answer. We can't answer that for you. And you assess yourself. Check yourself. Really are your priorities? What do you need to do? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to work for? And whatever and then work from there. You can work backwards. Like maybe you can check like if you want to be an artist for this specific game studio, stalk the artist there, check with their background, how did they start, and try to emulate their path. That's one way. I'm that type of person to do that actually. So I check out the artists and like stalk like from online. I don't stalk them like in person. I don't sleep under the
just
beds. But
follow them,
like
you
I
know.
try to yeah, I try to get in their shoes, you know. You can be like that or you can approach it differently. Just take it day by day and draw. So I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
a good place to
Yeah.
end. It is exactly 1 hour. We are very precise here. And we didn't want to like dilly dally so that we don't lose your focus. So yeah, uh this is a good spot to end. How about you guys? Oh wait, we got one
That is from
message.
our special member.
President,
Our class
who's gonna
president.
read it?
I can read it.
I can read.
I
Oh, go Red. Go Red.
okay. I think to put it simply, how we can never really place a passion in a single form. I think that's a recipe for burnout. Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely a recipe for burnout. Like I, just doing one single thing every single day. It's really exhausting
You
for
can be
sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, you can be multifaceted, like what Raymond said like a while back. You can be multifaceted. You don't have to just do 2D. You can explore
mm,
animation. I didn't think I'd be having fun with animation, but mine's fine. So it's pretty cool. And hopefully one day I can go to 3D. So we can try.
mm.
What's this? It's from Jalen. Kung isking Sir JS and Sir Red now all look alike.
Because we have
Oh, we
all the
do?
same
We were
habits.
all wearing yeah.
It's because of
I
our
remember
Now
habits,
last
or
guys.
now.
It's because of our habits. Yeah, but by the way, guys, when when building habits, don't be guilty if you miss one
Yeah,
day.
definitely.
Like I think I heard this
be
from
kind.
a psychologist or something, that don't take it as a failure, the one missed day, or in any kind of habit, because the point is, you like, for example, you did 10 consecutive days. That's an achievement. Maybe it's not 30 days, but still, it's not it's not a failure that you just stop because you failed one day. So just be, chill, and be consistent, but chill, but at the same time, just keep reminding yourself what's your goal. Or again, it
Yeah.
may be happiness or an actual job or studio. Yeah, I think the best version of the habit is the thing that you really love doing without thinking of it as like a required or a chore, something like that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
shouldn't feel like a chore indeed. It should be just part of your life.
It's
Like
like
that's
freedom,
why yeah.
You're doing it
Yeah,
because you enjoy
that's
it,
why
Like,
it's
yeah,
it's a
and it's
lifestyle
hard.
now, being an artist. Yeah, that's why it's
yeah,
difficult because it's hard to have that happiness that we're looking for in creating art. Like you can do a lot of things little by little, and I think that's something we should be proud of. Like doing one thing at a time, one step at a time, and really just improving. Like even the smallest minute improvement is an improvement.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of, and I think we should
yeah.
always be positive and all that. Like yeah, it's hard like to be positive in art a lot because we always try to look at the big picture of
Yeah.
oh no, my whole artwork is not working. But sometimes we forget, oh, but I did draw that hand pretty well. Sometimes that's something to be.
Yeah, because back then that hand was wonky, but now it's looking better. So that's a
Yeah,
win.
yeah, exactly. It's a
Yeah,
win, right? Like on your next
that's
artwork,
me
you
with
did
gestures.
the eye. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the eyes are like in the same level. They're not like it's
I
a
made the
win.
eyes correct
Just,
this time. I made
Yeah.
this value correct this time. But it's
yeah,
just little steps. Take baby steps. As long as it's continuous, you'll improve for sure. You'll build the
that's the nice
habit.
thing about the habits. Yeah, because you get to see yourself from before. Like it's kind of impossible. I know. I don't know which artist that said it like exactly, but if we take it from like a scientific or mathematical approach, like if you put in the R's, I think it was Jeff Watts. He sounds like a type to say it. I think if you put in the R's, it's like impossible for you to not improve. Like if you keep
Yeah,
just
Yeah. You can
doing
make it
1,000
efficient,
R's,
but it's
yeah,
impossible to not improve. Yeah.
yeah,
it is
exactly.
impossible
So
to not improve.
I think of it that way too. It's like a numbers game. So I try to, again, try to brute force it with the mileage, just like from what I've learned so far. And I think it's working out. It's helping me at work. Uh, I used to like get berated for like drawing wonky feet, but now it's not so
Again,
bad.
man, we're really
So
surprised that you still practice, with the same level of
Yeah, I
consistency
don't
and
even.
intensity.
I don't even
I
do
can't
that
even
anymore,
do
bro.
that, in other things except from the notebook drawing. But yeah, I think it's
Yeah, like I
I'm on a
easier.
just.
mission.
It's really easier to get better in things that you love doing. I think yeah,
Mm,
that's a very
yeah,
important
Yeah, and
don't burn yourself
thing
out
to
for sure.
remember.
That's like the most important thing as well. Don't burn yourself out. Like
yeah,
people, like it's scary to try different things or build other habits, do other hobbies and all that. But if it's something you like to do, love to explore, you should still do it. Yeah.
yeah, and that's a good way to end. So
Yeah,
yeah, thank you everyone for. Oh wait, before we go, we have a little announcement. There's like,
yeah,
I guess, yeah, it's an
I'm
announcement.
pregnant.
So
No.
yeah.
we're pregnant. All three of us are
We're
pregnant.
pregnant. It's triplets.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, but for real, the real announcement is we're gonna Brushpoint, the Discord community is gonna go public soon. We won't say the exact date, but
Ah.
we're just preparing some things. So what that means is there'll still be a separate area, separate channels for subscribers. If you want to help support us, you get different perks, different benefits, like maybe like
Like
this
these.
latest ink
Like
video,
these lives.
uh-huh,
Like this
like these
live.
lives, or like first dibs on like trying to ask like a featured art, the next future featured artist questions or stuff. So there's that, and ink videos and tutorial videos from Mr. DJ Lumpia. So there are more stuff there, but um, the community for itself, for like networking and like learning from other people or just hanging out and making art, there's no longer barrier to entry in the future, so like soon. So
Yeah.
hope you're excited for that. We're going public.
Yeah. Tell your
We're
friends,
public.
tell their friends to tell their friends
Yeah.
to go to
It's
Brushpoint
networking time.
and join this art
Yeah.
community. Yeah.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully and will increase our population.
Yeah.
That sounds so wrong.
Let's
Like, on the topic of
let's
being
make
pregnant.
this a better place, guys. And we need you guys. We need your
Uh-huh.
help
Yeah.
to, make this make stay a staying healthy community. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Keep
yeah.
Brushpoint
Hopefully.
alive with more friends and families that
Yeah.
support.
Bring
Send stars.
invite your parents so we can explain how you
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave
If
that
you
to you. I'm
have
not
money in
explaining
art,
to no parents.
the
Good luck with
Discord will
that.
be public soon, so just invite whoever you want to invite. Your parents, your
It's
grandmas,
pretty soon.
there
your
will be
Sooner than you
PTA
guys
meeting.
think.
PTA meeting every month.
every month.
Ah,
So what are your
I leave
goals?
it to you. I can't talk to no parents. I have a short fuse. All right.
All right.
It's 8:08. Exactly. All right. So see you guys. I might hang out for a bit in the lounge. All right.